Attention, Bears fans, something might be brewing behind the scenes in Chicago's offense that could shake your expectations for the season. An unexpected decision, a quiet move in the team's corridors, and the shadow of a veteran who, although fallen, refuses to disappear, leave the fans on alert and with many questions. On one side, the consolidation of a rookie who faces every practice like it's his last. On the other, a possible reinforcement that could change the course of the offensive strategy. Welcome! Show your support for the Bears by reaching 100 likes on today's video. The Chicago Bears face a delicate moment in the running back position, a spot heavily criticized throughout the offseason. The expectation was that Ryan Poles, the team's general manager, would bring in reinforcements to breathe new life into Chicago's ground game, either through free agency or, more likely, the 2025 NFL Draft. However, so far, the only addition to the running back room has been rookie Kyle Monangai, selected only in the 7th round. This lack of action has caused discomfort among fans and experts alike, who expected more commitment to a position weakened last season. But winds might shift quickly. According to ESPN reporter Adam Schefter, the Bears recently worked out Jamal Williams, a former star running back from the Ben Johnson era. Williams had a standout 2022 season, rushing over 1,000 yards and scoring 17 touchdowns, which led to a 3-year, $12 million contract with the New Orleans Saints in 2023. However, his recent career has declined, with only 470 rushing yards since leaving Detroit, followed by an unexpected release by the Saints in March. Now at 30 years old and past his prime, Williams is no longer the touchdown machine he was under Johnson. Yet, he could bring something the Bears desperately need: experience and a winning mindset that Johnson deeply trusted. This potential signing, even if temporary, might be a strategic move to strengthen not just the on-field performance, but also preparation and meetings, a crucial but often overlooked aspect that can translate into tangible results. It's also important to note that Roschon Johnson, another Bears running back, is dealing with a foot injury, which could force the team to seek immediate alternatives. The recent history of the Bears after Ben Johnson's tenure has been full of ups and downs, especially in coaching staff and key offensive line players' performance. Bringing in Williams could be an attempt to recapture Johnson's old energy and instill a resilient style marked by discipline and total commitment. Even though this signing is a gamble, Williams could be viewed as the last card to prevent a deeper collapse in one of the most critical positions for balancing the running game and protecting the quarterback, something the Bears simply cannot afford to lose. This scenario also raises questions about Ryan Poles' overall vision and how risky he is willing to take, especially when facing a clearly vulnerable group. Leaving running back without a significant upgrade might prove to be a strategic misstep next season, particularly with increasingly physically prepared adversaries looking to exploit any weaknesses. Roschon Johnson's injury might act as a trigger for management to finally act aggressively in the market to fill this gap. It's essential to observe the psychological impact that Williams' arrival might have on the young roster. Having a veteran who has been at a high level could motivate rookies and newly arrived players by providing practical and mental references for the tough NFL daily grind. Teamwork and internal culture might benefit from his experience, especially if he manages to instill the seriousness and focus that were hallmarks in the Johnson era. The technical staff, led by Ben Johnson, will have to align strategies to maximize what Williams brings to this offense. Furthermore, the Bears' movement shows that the team is not indifferent to fans' criticisms or the squad's emerging needs. A possible Williams return indicates an internal search for solutions, emphasizing experienced manpower to maintain competitiveness until the 2025 draft brings new talent. However, this fix is short-term and demands quick responses from the veteran to justify the trust placed in him. On one hand, the fans remain expectant, aware that this season could be decisive not only for the team, but for the future of many players in Chicago. The upcoming weeks will be critical to determine if Williams will indeed be a reinforcement or merely another temporary attempt to balance the offense. Regardless of the outcome, this moment demands maximum attention and patience, for the repercussions of this move may echo on multiple fronts. The second focal point for the Bears' attention lies with quarterback Tyson Bagent, who will get the chance to prove his worth in the preseason opener. Although still listed as the immediate backup to Caleb Williams, Bagent has impressed the coaching staff focused on a completely renewed team. Head coach Ben Johnson lavished praise on him, highlighting his intelligence, focus, and seriousness during training and meetings. For a young player competing for the backup spot against veteran Case Keenum, this opportunity is crucial and can define his future in Chicago. In the preseason, Bagent appears as the primary candidate to occupy the bench as Caleb Williams' backup, a role that carries as much responsibility as skill. With Caleb sitting out against the Miami Dolphins, Bagent's task is to face a defensive opponent and prove he is ready to step up if needed. The coaching staff plans to let him play until halftime, strategically using that time to evaluate his real in-game performance. Since his 2023 debut, Bagent hasn't had many real chances to showcase his play. In 2024, he only had 13 offensive snaps, compared to 305 the previous year, when he started 4 games and relieved Justin Fields in another half. Despite limited recent activity, his output in previous opportunities impressive. A preseason passer rating of 119.9, completing 17 of 25 passes, including 2 touchdowns. Bagent's intensity and commitment have stood out. His meticulous preparation and constant alertness to every game detail have earned praise even from offensive coordinator Declan Doyle, who highlighted the clarity with which Bagent sees the game and his ongoing communication with coaches, vital traits for a quarterback who needs to master offensive nuances. However, Bagent faces tough competition from Case Keenum, a seasoned and experienced quarterback who can offer the team leadership and stability. Unlike Bagent, who is proving his potential, Keenum is already familiar with the NFL's turbulent paths. The coaching staff remains consciously undecided on who will claim the backup spot, focusing primarily on what each can deliver in practice. Caleb Williams himself is the clear starter, having completed a rare 17-start season for the Bears in 2024. That certainly pressures the backups to be ready at all times, but also provides reassurance that the number 1 position is solid. It's now up to Bagent and Keenum to battle fiercely to ensure the team does not lose performance depth if needed. The technical staff will base their decision on performance, willingness, and adaptation to the tactical schemes planned for the season. Even the offense's fluidity and synchronization with quarterback play will be factors. The scales could tip toward either player, making the upcoming preseason game a pivotal point to make that call. For Bagent, this game is not just an opportunity, it's a statement. He understands the backup role's weight in the league, knows he must stay prepared to enter the field anytime, and embraces the challenge with total focus. His locker room demeanor, effort to communicate, and on-field rhythm make him a strong candidate to be the ever-ready backup. The future of the Bears' 6th man on offense begins shaping from this preseason, with decisions in the coaching staff and performance pressure on players. Fans should stay alert because this choice could influence the team's consistency throughout the regular season and potentially beyond. Bringing both stories together, it's clear the Bears are in a critical phase to consolidate their offense and strengthen key positions. The possible arrival of Jamal Williams at running back, coupled with the intensifying backup quarterback battle between Tyson Bagent and Case Keenum, highlight the quest for balance between youth and experience, all aimed at elevating the team's competitive level. Poles and Johnson face the challenge of assembling a cohesive roster capable of withstanding the NFL's pressures without collapsing. It won't be only individual talent that defines success, but mainly the capacity to adapt, determination, and unity among players and coaches facing what promises to be a tough and unpredictable season. Williams' presence may bring the veteran leadership the rushers need, while Bagent seeks to prove that the Bears' new generation of quarterbacks clearly has space to grow and shine. Both, in their way, represent the Bears' bets to turn a page from recent lows and focus on a more promising future. And you, Bears fan, which of these moves makes you more optimistic for the season? The addition of Jamal Williams to reinforce the running game, or the heated competition between Bagent and Keenum to ensure strength on the bench? Leave your opinion in the comments. We want to know your view on the future of the offense. Don't forget to like the video and subscribe to the channel to follow all updates and expert analyses for your Bears.